G'day ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Draw with Jazza. I'm Jazza and today we are touring street art in Melbourne, aka graffiti as the hip kids call it. I'm actually on a tour with YouTubers before VidCon that the people organising VidCon have put on for us.
We were also promised that we get to try some graffiti ourselves after the tour.
So this is Ollie, he's leading our tour today.
Hello.
Tell us a little bit about what we're going to see today.
So we're going to walk around a few different laneways in Melbourne, check out a few different street artwork.
You're a street artist yourself?
Yeah, I do a lot of painting on the street as well, and also like in the studio when I can. So.
Awesome, can't wait man, thank you.
Sweet.
We began our tour at Hosier Lane in Melbourne, which is one of the busiest places for street art activity in the city. An eclectic mishmash of dramatic, epic pieces and quick tags and stencil pieces. Ollie explained to us that the street artists, particularly in this area of Melbourne, have their work tagged or painted over with other people's graffiti on a regular basis. I found it really interesting that an artist's hard work might be painted on or completely superseded within a relatively short period of time, and yet despite this, the street is constantly bursting with a variety of new art, ranging from the stupidly simple to the incredibly ambitious.
Yeah, if you look over here, you can see like how thick like the layers of paint gets on the wall. Like literally break it off in some places.
That's intense.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. I almost feel like the walls are just being held together with the paint that's just on them, you know. You see a lot of those like bubble letter things there. That's they're what's known as a throw up or a throwy in graffiti term. So it's a really quick and easy way for a graffiti writer to put their name at a larger scale.
Some people argue that graffiti isn't or can't be considered art. In my opinion, there really is something beautiful about these streets. The eclectic energy and the intense mix of ideas and styles in some of these Melbourne streets combine in what I consider to be a unique part of the cultural and artistic heart of Melbourne. There's a place for everyone's voice, controversial or inspirational, talented or inexperienced, emotional or political, colourful or dull. Now, of course, streets like this in the city don't justify the idea of vandalism or destruction of property. It would definitely be a problem if every street in Melbourne or important buildings and monuments were treated in the same way as some of the streets shown in this video. Fortunately, that isn't the case in Melbourne, and I'm incredibly glad that there are places in Melbourne for local street artists and international artists who come to Melbourne to leave their mark and keep this unique cycle of creativity alive.
I was wondering about the legality of it, right? Because I mean, obviously, this is what it is now. Like this is the safe place for artists to do this sort of thing. But at the same time, it's still illegal, right?
Yeah. Well,
so how does that balance?
It's even illegal to actually just carry aerosol cans around. You can get like a $500 fine just for carrying spray paint, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, in a place like this is completely legal to paint in. There's a couple of other laneways in Melbourne that like anyone can literally go down and paint the walls.
Have they formally legalised it? I
believe so, yeah. There's like no one's really been hassled down here. And there's also a lot of other laneways that we'll also check out that I've definitely painted down there and haven't had any issues with anybody. And I guess they're kind of in a bit of a grey area since they've already been painted so much that no one really seems to mind.
There really is something about walking down these streets that wakes up the soul. It's invigorating and thought-provoking. It can be confrontational or stunningly beautiful, and if that's not art, I don't know what is.
Oh God, you Americans and you're ruining quiet, casual tours.
Let's be honest, this was all an Instagram opportunity.
Despite the apparent lack of a universal street artist's code of ethics, so to speak, there seems to be an unspoken culture of camaraderie and mutual respect for the most part. Here, for example, is a piece by the internationally renowned street artist Banksy. And despite the impression that the streets in Melbourne have an every artist for themselves culture, this Banksy piece remains untouched by other street artists. In fact, Banksy had done other pieces in the city, but many were lost, not due to artists painting over them, but due to the city council covering them up and not knowing what they were or who painted them. Not only have the other street artists kept this Banksy in its original condition, they've enhanced it and played with it, adding their own voices around it and embracing his art with their own. I like to think of it as a nice sort of welcome to Melbourne. After our tour in the city, we headed over to Docklands to check out Blender Studios, an art complex with 18 studios and a residence program that acts as a kind of artistic incubator for local artists, both new and experienced, many of whom contributed to the street art you saw earlier in this video.
Oh man, this is so cool. I love that smell.
Great.
Yeah, it's sort of getting high.
After a few drinks and a chance to look around, we were taken out back for a workshop and a chance to try our hand at some aerosol art ourselves.
The person that tries the hardest, not necessarily does the best, will get an award as judged by me. Because in life, people that try harder do, because most people just celebrate mediocrity, of course. There's no real right or wrong. I'm like just knocking it back. I'm like, oh, it's starting to look cool. It's knocked back a bit. What else can I do? I need to find a vocal point. I think this is that dude that made music. Was it Woody Guthrie?
No, dude, that looks like the guy from Breaking Bad.
No. It does, doesn't it, man? Oh, wow. Now I'm putting a bit of a thing around the edge. Just remember, keep it light. Use one stencil at a time. Do your backgrounds and then choose the stencil and just take your time, guys. Enjoy.
What was the studio name again? What was the studio name? Do you remember the studio name? Blender. All right, we're here with Blender Studio. Thanks, Hank Green. We're here with Blender Studios today, and they're allowing reckless YouTubers to spray paint and create some art. We're using little canvases and stuff, and as you can see, just sort of spraying on the ground, using some stencils, and yeah, getting hands dirty. Let's get into it. Where do I get one of those lovely aprons? They're so stylish. Yay.
Oh, here you go. You think it is?
There are specific rules to this. I'm gonna polish it. Yeah.
Where are the gloves? You get some gloves. I have no idea what I'm doing. It smells so good.
I know.
Everyone's getting high off the fumes. People die from puffing.
I look like I'm about to work in a cafeteria. I don't know where to start. It's too much pressure. All right, I'm gonna go this dude. He looks a bit epic. This looks sort of, what, Norse? Sort of, I don't know. It's medieval enough for me to enjoy it. So let's use this guy. I have no idea what I'm doing. All right, the nibs. What are the nibs?
This one's a good one, man.
I said that was the loop.
Yeah, this one's way hardcore. So
And you can just swap them around?
Light, yeah.
Yeah?
This one will give you a really nice finish, but if you go slightly hard, it will destroy everything.
All right, so if I take this and grab this.
Stay in school.
Stay in school.
Layer one, let's move on.
Look at this guy go.
Yeah! Bam!
I got a little cute little
Yeah, it's not
cut
too
in the
bad.
eye.
I'm pretending I know what I'm doing.
That's
This
cool.
is a technique
feel like we're
that the
taking an
old
art
masters
class.
use.
This is a technique from the 1800s.
Don't question art. I probably shouldn't have done that. I have no idea what I'm doing. This is fun though. There's a white. Did that come off the template? It's ruined it. Can I neaten that? Nope. That's all right, this was fine. It's a flourish. And then you can see the edges of the template. Oh, this one flows really well, this nib. He's got company. Someone is looking in on this from the side. That is entirely ineffective, and I've left paint from the back of the stencil. I ruined it. I have no idea what I'm doing. Do I get a second attempt? Do we have enough time for a second attempt? I'm gonna do a second attempt. I don't know whose this was, but it's mine now. I never said this would be good. I never said that. Did I say that? This is just sad.
Ah, that was amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wow, that's actually.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
That's really. Like,
Would you like it?
I'm like kind of honestly nervous. Like,
Are you really?
Now I
Thank
have to
you.
read you.
Wait, it's missing one more thing. It's missing a star in the corner. Yeah.
Oh, you made the YouTube play button.
I did.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
I love you guys. Oh, they're way better than mine. I quit. Sucks. Where's yours?
Mine's the one with the sumo, one of the 5 million that used the sumo wrestler.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Did the play
Yeah, it
button?
looks cool.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
You're just fishing for compliments, aren't
Absolutely.
you? Well done.
I feel like mine stands out. I feel like it stands out. Look.
All right, dudes, I've got no more patience. It's pretty amazing. Everyone's done something surprisingly different, considering we're all using the same size canvas, the same stencils, the same materials. And you know, there's some really interesting takes on how people have used it. This play sign, good idea, done terribly.
Oh, how dare you? How dare you? That is art.
That's my week.
That's my song. Download it on
Give the award to you, but I'm gonna give it to this dude.
Yeah, and
Because it's really different, and you've like completely broken all the rules, and you didn't screw it up.
And
Who did it?
woohoo! How to spray that?
She cheated.
I'd like to thank her mum. So guys, it's an absolute pleasure. We're Blender Studios, hashtag Blender Studios, and I'm hashtag Doyle's Art.
Thank you. What if we don't want ours?
You just leave it there, man, that's alright.
Alright.
It just ends up part of the Melbourne landscape.
All right, cool. If anyone's ever in this neck of the woods up in Melbourne, there's a present here for you somewhere. Just dig around. There's a work of art, a neglected, unappreciated work of art that one day, when I die,
I think it's fucking great.
thank you so much, Hank Green. This is my legacy, and one day when I die, my posterity will reap the benefit. I'm just going to stop talking. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen, and until next time, I'll see you later.
Make sure to subscribe to my channel to see more of my videos. And while you're at it, check out my shop where I sell ebooks, brushes, photo references, video courses, and more. There's another video you might enjoy from my channel over there, and you can also check out my behind the scenes daily vlog channel, Daily Jazza. That's it for now, and until next time, I'll see you later.